On YouTube, back with another live stream on that piece of shit. I swear, I think it was about $300 or $400, which would probably explain why. But yeah. Anyways, like they're just cheaply built. Like aesthetically, it looks really nice. It's all black leather, but like the internal components are cheap. Like there's some cardboard used for support in there and stuff like that. Like I bought it at a Chinese shop, but the Chinese furniture store, sorry. But yeah, either way, so fucking what ended up happening is like after a while these things just break down. Like just after a while of you using it as a couch and a bed and everything like that. And granted, I'm not a violent person when I sit down. Like I don't throw myself to the couch. I sit down pretty gently. I've gotten used to that, having a game chair, especially one of those rocker ones that sit on the ground. They don't have like an actual podium and pedestal that they sit on like a regular chair does. Like, these sit close to the floor, so I've gotten used to sitting down gently. So I mean, that's how I sit on the couch, but it just breaks down after a while, and one of the metal pieces started poking up through the couch part. Well, you could already see where this is going. I fucking went a little while ago, and I was upset, so I went and fucking threw myself down, or I sat down on the couch, but wasn't paying attention to the spot that I sat on, and I sat right over the fucking area where the goddamn metal pole comes out, and this thing is sharp as shit, and it fucking stabbed me right in my ass cheek. And I mean, this thing, I haven't seen the wounds yet. My girlfriend told me that there's like 3 big ass cuts, but all I know is I sat down and I jumped up from the fucking pain of it stabbing into my ass, and I collapsed to the floor. I've never, like, I don't think anyone's ever seen a grown man collapse to the floor as quickly as I have and just be rendered fucking incapacitated like that. I sat on the floor for a good couple minutes. I reached my hand into my pants and knew it was bad when I fucking pulled out a handful of warm blood. I went running to the bathroom, ripped out a fucking piece of fucking what do you call it? Ripped a big piece of paper towel off, held it onto my ass cheek, and collapsed to the floor for like the next 20 minutes until my fucking girlfriend came in and cleaned it up with peroxide and everything like that. But that being said, I'm in a lot of fucking pain right now. The initial pain was one thing, and it didn't really hurt too much. I mean, I was shaking afterwards from the shock of it, but I mean, a couple of days, and the fact that I work day after tomorrow and I'm on my feet the whole time, and then I have to drive an hour to work and then an hour and a half home with traffic, it's going to be interesting as fuck, to say the least. It's already hurting right now, me sitting down, and it was like it took me about 10 or 15 minutes once I sat in the car to get in a comfortable spot where my fucking ass cheek wasn't throbbing in pain. So moral of the story, do not buy a cheap fucking futon. I don't know what a good price range for a futon is. I'm assuming $1,000 for a bed is just sound. But don't buy a cheap futon, and if you do, as soon as you see it start breaking down, get rid of it, because trust me, the last thing you want to do is stab yourself in the ass cheek. You'll do it once, and you'll never fucking do it again. That is a pain that you will never forget. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna try to do a real long play session here. I thought I'd get that out of the way, A, because it's an interesting story, and B, because if I do stop for little periods of time, then that will most likely be the reason why, because it's already sore right now, me sitting down. But in the end, I guess I'm glad that it was just a bunch of cuts and not a straight puncture or stab wound, because I won't do stitches again. Last time I did stitches, I was fucking... what? I was in kindergarten. Either kindergarten or first grade when I last bust my chin open, but that was the second time I had bust my chin open, And the first time I did it, I didn't know what to expect. It was the most painful thing having them sew my fucking chin back. Well, first of all, they put a needle into your chin. And that burns like a motherfucker. And then when they sew it back together, that's just another type of pain where they had to actually hold me down. And the second time, they had to strap me down to the table to be able to do it. Because I wouldn't let them. The second time I bust my chin open, I already knew it was coming. And I avoided my mom for like the next 3 or 4 hours. I avoided her for the next 3 or 4 hours until she came in and wanted to know why I had a fucking big ass piece of paper, or why I was sleeping with a piece of paper towel on my chin, holding my chin down. And as soon as she fucking figured out what was going on and got the keys to get ready to take me to the hospital, I fucking just remember freaking out and crying the whole drive over there, begging her not to take me. Let it heal, let it heal. That pain of having them sew your fucking chin back together is like one of the most unique pains I've ever felt in my life. And from then on out, believe you me, that was the last time I've done anything fucking stupid like that. And I fucking, knock on wood, haven't broken any limbs or done anything else fucking serious or crazy or cut myself open all crazy like that, because that was the last time I needed to do something like that. And stitches, no, I don't like needles, and the last thing I need is fucking something piercing through my skin and coming out the other way to sew it back together. So that was it for me. And that was one of my biggest fears this time around, was if I was going to have to fucking go to the goddamn hospital and get stitches in my ass cheek. Because I would not. I still have a bunch of blood down the back of my leg, and I'm dreading having to go take a shower because I already fucking know that as soon as that hot water touches my fucking cheek, it's gonna burn. Are there hippos underwater? Oh no, he's on the surface. Okay, I was gonna say, it's the first time I've seen that one. Oh, that also ruined my plan for the day, too. I can't really go finish washing my car. It's too strenuous on me having to crouch down and all that type of shit to hand wash, so. Looks like we're gonna have a whole day of just playing games. I don't know who would complain about that, though. Oh, I have 3 finally. I can hold my breath longer. Oh, I should have been checking. Sweet. Chariot owner. I'm not interested in that at the moment. I'm not gonna fucking buy that one. I haven't ever really had a need to jack anybody at the moment. Obviously, I'm gonna get these taken care of, but I haven't had a need to jack anyone. This one I'm interested in, and this one kind of sorta might change the gameplay up a little bit. I mean, this is one of those upgrades that you would use on like the higher difficulty levels if you wanted to stay stealthy and get through an area, but like me having it on easy right now so I can just run through and clear out the map and get the fucking complete every location trophy, like, it's not really useful at the moment. And then these are some end game shit, since you can do it infinitely and you only get 1%. I mean, I only do 7 extra damage with my bow and 1 extra damage with each, with the warrior, my weapons, and my tools. I'm gonna run a timer though. I want to see how long you can hold your breath underwater. So we're gonna do right now. I'm gonna take a hit, get all set up and prepared while we check. I want to get a good, like, I want a time to see how long we have right now and then how much of a difference it makes when you upgrade your character. Gotta start thinking like that before I fuck with shit. It's another reason why I want to get a capture card. I want to start playing games before I download the update. I want to see what's broken and why exactly there would be. Is he holding his nose? That's cool. I want to see why there's always a day one patch, what they're fixing. Bayek's got some strong fucking lungs. We're at a minute. He's just chilling. He's just chilling, bruh. Okay, so let's chalk that up to say like we're at 118 after we hit the surface. Let's chalk that up to like 135 to be safe. A couple extra seconds underwater for him to drown to death. So 135 for no upgrade. So now let's do this one. Okay, let's go. I think the longest anyone's been able to hold their breath is like 2 or 3 minutes, something like that. Like about 3 minutes. I may be wrong, maybe 5, maybe longer, but somewhere in that range. Okay, I pushed it longer than I did last time, and we're at 150. So, it doesn't really seem like this upgrade did much of a difference, or made much of a difference, because all it really added was like an extra 20 or 30 seconds. I mean, I guess it helps, but it wasn't that significant of an upgrade. Time-wise, at least, it felt longer underwater. It felt like I would have been able to get more accomplished. You can make more lunges, that's for sure.
I will return it. Yet, our research. Está, Randy Hitsit.
God damn, look how beautiful that is. Holy shit. This is why I love next gen. This right here is what makes next gen next gen. This amount of fucking flora and fauna and all this type of shit makes this worth it. But when I'm spending 20 minutes trying to fucking buy Helix credits, that's like one of the things that makes me not like these generations, and especially the Xbox One. I fucking cannot stand the Xbox One, and I can't wait to be able to capture my experiences with the dashboard and everything like that. I'm not fucking buying a new Xbox One X and giving them forgiveness. We're going to review the current state of the Xbox One and why I never fucking turn it on and why I actually despise it so much when I collect mainly for the 360. So there has to be a real genuine underlying reason. I can't wait to get into fucking in-depth detail on Rare Replay. And I deleted that game from the hard drive, so I'll be able to capture me having to re-download the game and then re-download every single game that was on there when it advertises all the games on the box. And, you know, if I didn't have internet connection, or I was one of those people whose internet connection was shoddy, or just in general no internet connection, then it's a huge middle finger to your face, and it doesn't say anything on the box about you having to download the additional games. So that's real misleading too. I'm surprised they haven't gotten sued. Maybe because not a lot of people bought it. And it's obvious too, it's not like it's hidden at all, because one of the main reasons why anyone would buy the game anyways would be either for Conkers, Bad Fur Day, or Battletoads, and or Perfect Dark, or any of those games, but they have to be downloaded, so it's just crazy. And when you do end up downloading them, like Perfect Dark and I think a couple other ones, like, I can't remember the names, I think Rocket Jump or something like that. You're just downloading it from the Xbox Live Arcade store. Like, you're literally downloading the Xbox Live Arcade version. And you just essentially, when you bought the game, you were given, like, an access key to it, I guess, or something like that. But that's fucking stupid.
كسفت شيء الشاعر
What the fuck's the deal with these boats? They're so uncontrollable, it's funny. You can't even get upset because it's just how hilarious how poorly it fucking controls. And that's just pure incompetence, because we fucking came from Black Flag where the ship controls in there were impeccable. Makes you wonder why. But I don't really say too much. It's a beautiful game. Extremely fun. playing that type of a game. We're just gonna be all out there like that. Hella died from getting shot in the leg. I'm sorry, that's just ridiculous. I understand like over time, but fucking shit, instant death from a leg shot. This is so incredible. Holy shit. Wow. Legit be sad when I finish all of them. But if they do release a new game plus, then I won't be. Never mind. That'll be torture, especially if there's new loot to be got. And just more incentive for you to actually do a new game plus. This is taking long enough as it is. And then this year's gonna be full of lots of fucking open world games. Like, I'm not gonna lie, after having stabbed myself earlier, every time I fucking stab somebody now in here, or I get them with an arrow, it's like, it hurts that much more. It's more, like, it gets you that much harder. Because I can already gauge how much fucking pain it would be. Over here, that's so special. 366 likes. That's a good picture. Wow. I thought he fucking ended up getting a lion doing that, but it's a cat. It's poorly rendered. That's funny. Everything else is just so detailed, like way in the back behind its head, and its back, like it's all real detailed back there, but up here on the ground, it's just bad, and the fucking cat is poorly rendered. You can unlike it. It's just a broken heart. Apparently, I haven't killed the crocodile there yet.
command.
Move! Move out on the road! Move out on the road!
متيرو تبي هم خود بنفر ورثيه
نية نية. أهير هارو؟
بددوك آني خيط.
شما فرق.
Shem ene nisu. Understand?
Here, here. Yeah.
Whoa. Here. Whoa. Here. Whoa.
Hostile attack on site here. Hang on. Dog. Got you. Alarm! Alarm!
The Hari! Protect the Hari! We have this. Hey! Whoa! And now! Oh. Damn it!
Hey, hold on.
Ah.
All in power. Something's close. At the ready, brother.
Get you in the ground.
And now!
You will not pass me. Alarm! Alarm! Here! On my way!
anything through.
I will deal with this rabble. Won't survive an encounter with...
Hey! You're finished! We must not fail! Cover my back!
Careful now. Something is wrong.
Hey, what?
Whoa.
Hey! Hey, who are... Hey,
Hey, wait!
Die, you worm!
Hello, Bayek. Masuka. Thank you. All right. Perfect. Thank you. So long, Bayek.
Move now!
Move out of the road!
Our master needs us! Hurry! Leave it to me. We must not fail! Cover my back!
همسك هالقوية جهز
Hey! Time is up! Hey! Soul of a baboon! Hey, hold on. Hey!
This place is heavily guarded.
Wait a sec.
Nothing I haven't tested before.
Hand now!
أي طيور له؟
Be careful now.
Hey, hold on.
You don't love a generous soul.
Khab, Neo Patman.
That's not to draw attention here.
Mr. Ma! Fagin, God! Hey! Join the dead! Hey, what? Got you! وينو بعاتي؟ دفت هروف النخدة
Leven, tu genet. Hamejeru, Hema Honsu, Nia Sechet.